We made 1 year.
Yes, and because we made 1 year, we wanted to tell you a little bit about our story, how we met, and how our first year went. I have a couple of questions. Well, I have a list of questions that me and Jalen will be answering, so like so you guys get to know a little bit about each other.
He always has a list of questions.
I do, and we will tell you why he says that in a minute. So, first question: where did we meet?
We met for the first time. My friend JP was in town, and he wanted to go to the club, so we went to the club where he promotes. And I think all we had said to each other was hi.
Yeah, he was pretending that I wasn't there.
No. This man was sick and would not talk to me.
And those who know Jalen know that Jalen does not speak. And I thought he was cute. The first question I asked him was if he was from New York, and he told me no, that it was his first time there, that he doesn't come out often, and that's something that attracted me to him because meeting people at the club is not the easiest thing. So that was something that got my attention right away. From there, I went home right away because I couldn't even stay off how sick I was. I never thought I was gonna see him again. 2 days after, we matched in Tinder.
I only used Tinder when I was bored.
The moment we matched, I think we went on a date right after. We went to Citrus and Salt. That day was different. I will say that.
He showed up with a list of personal questions from my financial status to whether or not I wanted children and how I felt about open relationships.
It was those questions that I knew at some point they will come up, so I wanted to kill them right at the beginning. And the conversation were great in mind. Like I said earlier, he's not the person to. He can have a whole conversation, but you have to get the conversation out of him. That night, after our date, I think it went great. Then we go to his place. We don't go up to his place. Um, and we were talking there for what?
Like an hour.
Then when I'm gonna say bye, I did the movie theater move that you stress yourself and you go and you get closer.
No.
It did not work.
No. He sat there with his arm on the headrest, hand up like this for like 30 seconds. And I looked at it and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Nothing, I'm just comfortable." We talked a little bit more and I kept looking at his hand that was sitting there and he did nothing with it. And so when it was time to say bye, I went to go grab it and we ended up just dapping up.
I went home and I'm like, well, he didn't like me. I guess we're not gonna see each other ever again.
And the second I got out that car, I was like, he's never going to speak to me because that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
It was so awkward. Oh my god, that had never happened to me before. I get home. I say, hey, I really enjoyed the day. I think that's how it went. And then we went on a second date.
Like 2 days later.
Like 2 days later, yeah. When did you realize you really loved me?
I'd say when you met my family.
I will say the same thing. When you met my family, I feel like nobody, well, I know nobody have met my family before. You were the only one who met my brother and some of my uncles, which, by the way, they have never met any of them. And my boyfriend, of course, but I have never had that conversation with them about me being gay. It was good to see that interaction with my family. For me, when I realized that I love him was when I met his family as well too. Seeing his blended family, how they help each other, how they are there for each other. That's something that I wanted to see in my future. And I really look forward to Christmas and all the holidays because of his family. What was the hardest moment for us this year?
The thing we shall not talk about.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it. They need to know. There was a moment in our relationship where I was I was testing with somebody that I dated, and the way we were testing was very playful. I swear there was nothing malicious behind it. It's just the way I communicate with that person. He was working with me. He was helping me at work when he saw the message. He saw the message. He was like, "Hey, what do you mean with this message?" And I got so busy, like legit, I was busy at the moment. I was like, "We can talk about it later," but I didn't even hear what he was talking about. Then he bring it up again. He goes like, "What was this message about?" And I'm like, "What message?" I'm like, "The tres leches message." I'm like, "Oh fuck." So because I knew it was not with bad intentions, I play it off like nothing was happening. But I knew how the message looked, so I deleted it from my phone. And I told him, "Here, read the conversation. There's nothing bad about it." After I deleted the message, he didn't want to read the message. I was really upset. He was a little bit down. Then a day after, I go back to work and I left my Apple Watch at home. He got up, which is wrong, got my Apple Watch and brought the whole conversation. And he saw the message that was missing mine. When I get home after the club, he asked me. He's sneaky because he asked me, and I'm like, "I already told you what happened." And here, I'm reading the whole conversation, and then he waited for me to finish reading, and then he told me there's one message missing. And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I just read the whole conversation to you." "I know you deleted one message because I went through your Apple Watch." Oh my god, my word came down. Like I was like, "What do I say now?" I apologize. I deleted the message because I know how it looked and I didn't want to hurt him because I know it wasn't with bad intention, but I shouldn't have texted like that. And I talked to the other person and I explained the situation and I apologized and I have never done it again. Was there ever a time you thought we wouldn't make it?
No, friends for life.
I'll be completely honest. I thought we were not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it because my personality is completely different to what his personality is. So when we were in social gatherings, it was very difficult for me to get him involved. For me, seeing him in a corner, I was thinking that he's bored while I'm here chit chatting, laughing, like doing all my things. So in my head, I was worried. I'm like, my friends know. So like my closest friends know that I will go to them. I'm like, how do I handle this? Obviously, I didn't want to put him in a bad light with my friends. But I'm grateful for my friends that they have welcomed him in with open arms and understand how he is, and they try to put him out of his comfort zone. And I love that about my friends. What do you learn about love this year?
To be patient, and that it needs to be nurtured.
Yes, it definitely needs to be nurtured. It does not happen from one day to another. It's not about being perfect. Um, and I think we know that now. I think we're so imperfect to ourselves. And although people see one thing out there, when we are behind doors, like we're two silly gooses. Like we have a good time together, and that's why I love about relationship that we can be each other and without hiding anything. What's one thing you will never change about us?
Let's say the way we joke around, like from the time we get up to the time we go to bed, we are always making jokes, making little fun digs at each other. Sometimes until we get on each other's nerves,
Yes, sometimes we
and
don't
then
get
we
in
won't
each other.
talk for an hour or two.
Yes, I think that's it for now, and stay tuned for more.
See y'all next year.